Oh, bitch, I'm mostly wildin' in the yard. My brother running with oh, I'm in the yard, I'm chillin' in the car. Oh, fat one in the car. Pick up niggas' money in the car. Oh, niggas knowin' in my raw. Some boys know this was Why the hell did Savior not drop this song? Why the fuck? The beat is so crazy. The beat, I could just bust it down sexual style just from the beat. The beat is fucking crazy. Why in the fucking shit did Savior not drop that song? It's a banger. Truthfully. Anyways, why in the flipping fluck can I just not say the truth? I don't understand why. Because I feel like I do it kind of often, and it's weird because it's like, I don't know, it's weird. For example, today, this is why I'm talking about this, by the way. Today, I'm usually early to work, you know what I'm saying? I usually come I come before the people I sit with. So I'm usually the earliest one there. So I was early today, but I went to the bathroom, and while I was in the bathroom, one of my coworkers arrived. So then when I came from the bathroom and I came to sit back at my desk, he was there and we said good morning and whatever, and he said, oh, I arrived before you. And I said, yeah, you did. And he asked me he asked me again. He was like, oh, did you really arrive now? And I was like, yeah, I just came. But I had been at work for maybe like 30 minutes at this point. And I don't know why. For some reason, I just went with what he said. And I don't know. Maybe it's me not being able to tell my own opinion. Maybe it's something with that. Maybe I just want to agree with people because I feel like if I agree with what they say, they will like me more. I think it's something in that kind of place, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, I was disappointed with myself because why didn't I just say the truth? Honestly, I don't understand why I didn't. Because this is like a chill coworker. He's a very chill guy, and I don't know. I just didn't tell the truth for some reason. I just agreed with him as if I'm not a sentient being that can have my own opinions. But I feel like I do that a lot of times. It comes in like different degrees where, I don't know, I don't know why I do it. I just can't voice my own opinion or something. I don't know what it is. What I do know is that I probably need to work on it, and that, like, I don't know, it feels unhealthy, you know what I'm saying? Me not being able to voice a small change like that, it doesn't seem healthy, or like, yeah, I don't know. Very weird. On the topic of weird, is it normal to rehearse a conversation in your head with someone in the future that you know you're gonna meet. I do this a lot where I do it a bunch of times. If I know I'll be just interacting with someone throughout the day, I will rehearse our conversation in my head, and I'll think about how the conversation will go. And then when I eventually meet them, I'll try to act out what I rehearsed. Or not actually. No. I don't often try and act out what I rehearse. But I will often, I don't know, I like just go through topics, or I guess like relevant shit to talk about with this person I know I'm gonna interact with. And it's very weird. I don't know when I started doing this, but it's been around for a while. And it's like sometimes when I'm alone, I'll answer or I'll say my questions out loud. And I don't, it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I'll just say my questions or answers out loud as if I'm I don't know. It's weird. It is weird. I don't really know what the fuck it's about, but I just do it. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. I made a video the other day about sudden sadness. That is definitely still a thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think more recently it is about because of my friend dying. My friend losing his life. I've been thinking about making a video where I go like kind of explain how I met him and just talk about him as if I was going to explain his life from my perspective. Because I just kind of want to share his story and kind of put it out there. Because I think he deserves it, you know. It's like the least I can really do, because it feels especially weird because I haven't seen this friend of mine in a very long time, and then suddenly I hear from my other friends that he has passed away. And when I first heard about the news, I cried like immediately. And it was very bad timing because I was with my friends at like a cabin basically, and we were drinking and I was drunk. And one of my friends, he FaceTimed me and he was in tears, and his voice was like shaky and stuff like that. And he told me, and I just knew he wasn't like joking, and he was telling the truth. And while I was drunk, that really hit me. I didn't want to cry in front of my friends, you know, but I cried in front of my friends. I tried to pretend to be normal and to not be sad, but that was a lot harder said than done. If I said any kind of words, if I said anything, I would just start crying. I could not hold it in. And I think it was good that I couldn't hold it in. There was just one girl there. She was extremely nice. I'm really grateful to her. Because she was like very supportive and very like a shoulder to lean on at the time. And I saw my other friends there too. They were understanding, and yeah. it's very sad news, and it's, you know, it's fucking terrible, and it's really unfair. And life is unfair, and life is absurd, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense in this world. Things like, the world is absurd. Because the case could be that no matter how hard you work, and no matter what you do, you may never be rewarded for your hard work. And that's not always the case, but it is a possible situation. And it truly is just like, I don't know. It's a very absurd concept. The fucking, I don't mean to talk like I'm being naive. An absurd concept, like what am I talking about? Well, the world really is absurd. I'm repeating the same word because I don't really know what to say, but I think it was Albert Camus who said this. I watched Sisyphus's video on suicide, and it's I don't know, it was videos like that where there's talk about the human psyche and just the reason why we do things, and humans trying to find purpose in an absurd world is just something very interesting to me. Because personally, I don't think there is any purpose in this world, and you are not born to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people search for purpose, and they find purpose, I guess, in a way, and they make purpose. Because I think the easiest way out, or the easiest save, I guess, is religion. Because then it's like, oh, I have a purpose, and it is to serve God and be grateful that He puts me on this earth to experience life. But religion, it doesn't make sense to me, and I feel like a lot of religious people are very pushy about religion, and they're like, you'll find the path one day, and one day you will understand the all-meaning and the all-knowing Father up there. If God existed, there wouldn't be any hurt, and the world wouldn't be absurd. Why are there children being tortured and starving, and acres of land being fucking blown up into pieces because of war, and millions of people dying? And why does that happen if there is such a thing as a God? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to disprove God. I'm not trying to disprove religion or anything like that. I'm just saying my logic for why I believe in what I believe. If you're religious, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? What you believe doesn't matter to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Like, as long as you don't push it onto me, I will not care. But it's the people that, you know, push it onto you, it just gets annoying. Anyways, I sidetracked quite a bit, I think. So yeah, I don't really know what the topic of today was, but maybe this is a yapping corner number 5. It's just me yapping about something random, I don't know. But yeah, goodbye.